My friend, do you ever feel like an imposter? Are there times in your life where you feel like things have to be a certain way just for you to start? I was in a room today where we had a discussion and someone brought up the question, quantity versus quality. When it comes to putting out content or doing anything, do they need to be thinking about quality or quantity? And there are a lot of differing opinions, people who will say it needs to be quality, or who will pay attention to it. And then there's other people that will say when you waste time worrying about quality, the next person is putting in quantity. And I kind of have a happy medium with this. I feel like, yeah, of course, quality is important. It's nice to have quality. But quantity can get you to that quality, right? I feel in my life, when it comes to having a discipline, a practice, or an act, because we are what we repeatedly do, that 10 minutes a day is better than 70 minutes a week. You can have a wonderful workout, right? That lasts 70 minutes, and it can be quality. But does that have anything on a workout? Just 10 minutes a day for the whole week. One workout a week or one workout a day. Now you look at a person who's not worrying about quality or worrying about perfectionism, needing to be perfect, and they're just doing. They're doing, but they're doing with a purpose. They're doing, but they're doing with a mission. They're doing, but they're doing with a goal in mind. I heard about a gentleman who he was saying to himself, I'm just going to do one video a day for a year. Actually, I just want to do 300 videos, but I'm going to focus on one day at a time, just one. And he started doing them one day at a time, 2 to 5 minute videos. Easy. Something easy to do, but also easy not to do, right? And so he was doing the things that were easy to do, things that anybody could have done if given the opportunity. And he used that opportunity. And by the time he was approaching 300, he said, you know what? Why don't I just go to 1,000? And he went to 1,000. Now, in the beginning, he wasn't thinking of going to 1,000. 1,000 was not even in his mind. He just wanted to do 300. That's it. But it got so good to him that he ended up going 1,000. You see, we push that boulder up with our consistency. And at first it's hard, that boulder, because we're exerting all this force on that boulder, pushing it up the mountain. But once we push it over the top of the mountain, once we hit that tipping point, it's not that things get easy. We get better. You lift a certain amount of weight, and then you ascend, you lift a heavier weight. The weight that you lifted, it didn't get lighter, right? The weight is still the same weight. You got stronger. That's the difference. The weight didn't change. You changed. So when you're doing this and practicing this in your life, understand that imposter syndrome, the need to be perfect, right? Perfectionism. No, you don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. Then there's another imposter, the expert, needing to know everything. You don't need to know everything. In fact, you could be just one chapter ahead of the next person to help that next person, right? The only reason you should look down on somebody is if you're lifting them up, and you don't need to be an expert to do that. Then there's another imposter, the natural genius, being born and gifted with abilities and talent. But we understand that throughout history, we've seen examples that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Right? Look at players like Kobe Bryant, players like LeBron James, all these players, right? You could say that they're gifted, but they work really hard. And when it comes to quality and quantity, we miss 100% of the shots we don't take. So while you're worrying about quality, the next person is putting in quantity, and they're just making shots, shot after shot. Now they might miss some, but some shots are going in. And you only need a few to go in to make a profound difference. Then there is the imposter of the soloist, needing to do it all by yourself. I don't need any help. In fact, I'm not worthy if I can't do it alone. But the African proverb says that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So don't do everything by yourself. Understand that you can have the help of other people. They can help you get there. Then there's the imposter of the superhero, the Superman or the Superwoman, who has all these abilities and talents and skills in all these different areas. But if you don't have focus in one or just a few areas, if your focus is everywhere, then you're not really making a dent. Just like the magnifying glass, that with the rays of the sun can burn through a paper if it is focused. So my friend, use these tips for your life. Get over that imposter syndrome. Just get going. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in Columbia, South Carolina. I trust you received an encouraging message letting you know that you can do it, and you have everything you need within you now. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if this is your first time receiving this podcast, subscribe for more inspirational messages like this. If you'd like to support, head to anchor.fm/jshaw. Clicking that support button is much appreciated. Big shout out to all the wonderful supporters who continue to contribute to the podcast, making it possible for episodes like this. Have a blessed day or night, wherever you are, my friend, and take care.